What up, guys? Yeah, it's been some time since I haven't posted the video. Before anything, we're going to look at DXY. For those who don't understand how DXY works, isn't that hard. It's just like simple stuff. For an example, if you think DXY goes up like this, just know that Euro USD basically it goes down. But in a simple terms, we are looking at the strong USD. So when it goes down, then we're looking at what? Weak USD. Oh, sorry. We're looking at the weak USD. So last week we saw that Euro USD because DXY was going up. And the likes of USD, CAD, USD, ZAR, they did went up. But now we are in an interesting zone because in the past, what I was looking at, the cycle of an ABCD, like from A, B, C, D, which means we're going to use this move up until this move. But the problem now, the problem that we are having now is this one. This will be sort of a stumbling block for this continuation to go up, only if these have been taken away. But since we are here, there's chances that we might see this price going further down to this zone because of the zone that is coming from that one. So if we were to look, I think we can just like check weekly. Okay, so this is our weekly area. So there's two things that are happening with our weekly. We have this one, we also have this one. But this one, in a long term, I don't think it will hold. But this one, there's something that is happening there. So I won't mention much, but there's some interesting area according to the way I look at the market. So we're going to see how the market react from this zone. And then there's chances that we might see some reaction here because price, just check daily. Let's hope like it will make sense daily. So obviously, there are many people who are correct using this zone and saying that the price is going down. And then price is dealing with potentially with an early sellers because price like broke the structure. So obviously, there were a lot of people here, trend lines and everything. It worked for a while, even there are sellers here. This thing can be a potential wiping all the early sellers, and then here we might find the real sellers. But with the confirmation, we're not going to do anything. But as soon as we find sort of a confirmation, then we can start to sell going further down. So what does it mean? It means that the likes of the Euro USD will be looking for price to go down, since the pattern from USD is like this. They did clean up here. So that's what we'll be looking at. So when you go to Euro USD, okay, let's just wait. Euro USD. Yeah, my network has been traveling me over the past days. waiting. Yeah. So with Euro USD also, it's more similar with the DXY. We also waiting almost like a similar thing. So all this zone, that's where we're going to look for any potential buy. And it seems like we might be having a long-term buy, but that's what I'm seeing from this whole thing. So we might see price taking out this. So this can be a long term buy. So yeah, but anyway, we have to take as thing comes down to just like project this whole thing. But the best thing is like having an entry here, and then we can monitor all this zone, But chances are I don't see any interesting zone holding here. Yes, this one can hold for like short term, then price continue, short term, then price up until this one. So that's it for Euro USD. So last week, oh, yeah, guys, excuse me a bit. As I've said that my internet has been like bad over the past week. Okay. Okay. So another thing, the tip that I'm going to give you is that obviously this is Euro USD, and then we're going to have a pound USD. So between those two charts, they will be sort of looking a bit similar. But what we're going to get from this chart is that between pound USD and Euro USD, one of the setup, one will take liquidity before it buys, probably break this zone, and then another one will respect this zone. So that's what we can learn between like pound USD and Euro USD. One of the two, one we can go through, and then this one just play around this one. And then after that, we're going to see this. So it doesn't mean that when you're seeing price paging through this zone, and then this zone is not gonna work. Obviously, there's a lot of anticipation here. There's a lot of people who are looking to buy over here. Same with the pound USD. There's a lot of people are looking. But trust me, between pound, the USD, and the Euro USD, one of the two is going to validate one of their zone, and then people who trade supply and demand, they will be like, they are no longer buying because of thing. But at the end of the day, it's all about liquidity and money. So we're going to check only pound USD, and then from there, I think we are done. Then the rest, guys, you're just gonna analyze it on your own, because if you know that the dollar is going to be weak, then you know what it means to the likes of USD CAD. Also, what's that? USD CAD, USD JPY, USD ZAR, and all that. So this is our pound, and also both pound and Euro USD are in critical zone. As I've said, that it's still Monday. So since it's still Monday, which means it's the beginning of the week, so team sort of liquidity being created before we can see price like buying. Same with this one, seeing something that is interesting here, and the price is in a critical zone. So with Euro USD and Pound USD, they are almost in a similar area. And what we are looking at one of it. Probably we might sing this. So we'll see how it goes. But without any confirmation, for me, I won't do anything, even though I'm looking for a buy around this area. But if there's no confirmation, there's nothing I can do. Price has a right of going further down, even more than anything. So last week, we're seeing almost a similar thing that DXY is doing at the moment. Give early sellers, then wipe every early sellers, and then price started to go down. So that's what we are looking at with the DXY. It's a similar thing. So only if we get confirmation. If you don't get a confirmation, there's nothing you can do. No trade, which means no loss. Then you just like watch and prepare for your next move, where what the price is trying to do, and then you react from that. So that's an advice from me, trying to react from what you've been given than trying to stick to um your projection. Because projection, yeah, it's good to project, but at the same time you need to react from your projection, so it makes things like more simpler. So as I've said again, we are going to monitor this zone closely, and if we do get something, then we might be buying. So when we buy, same thing, there will be people who are putting trend lines here. They'll be selling going down. Obviously they'll be filled a bit, then we are looking for price going further up. But then at the end of the day, we can project, we can analyze, we can do anything, but it's all about reacting and trading. For me, I'm done, guys.